What's up, guys? I'm John. This is Clang and Bang, and I've got a little bit of a different backdrop. I'm on the front porch today because God's blessed us with good weather and a good front porch. So here we go. All right, so 2023 was kind of a crazy year. A lot of things happened. All the stuff in Israel, Russia, Ukraine, they're still fighting. A bunch of other stuff, people crossing the border, whatever. A lot of crazy things going on. It doesn't seem to be slowing down in 2024. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today was stepping up our EDC. It's kind of something I've wanted to do for a little bit, especially for this year. I'm going to challenge you guys to do the same thing. All right, before we get too far into the video, we're going to kind of talk about the theory of EDC and why it's so important and why we even need to step it up, you know, with the crazy things going on in the world. Because the world is getting crazier. Everybody knows that. The closer we get to the end times, the crazier it's going to get. And we just like to up our chances of being able to handle the world's craziness if it comes to us, you know. If you get dealt the bad hand that day and the world unleashes its craziness on you, you want to have the best chance you can to handle it, survive it, get back home, whatever. So everybody, like this stuff right here, this is the cool guy stuff. The AR-15s, you know, red dots, magnifiers, flashlights, LVPOs, LPVOs, sniper rifles, all that crap. Body armor, night vision. This is the cool guy stuff. Everybody loves this. I love this. I like this way more than that, than the EDC stuff on the table right here. But, you know, everybody wants to put so much focus on this stuff that they miss, like, the foundation. Like, EDC prepping 101 is what you've got on you. You know, your handgun, your mind, your skills, your tactics. You know, the hierarchy. If anybody's ever taken a class from James Yeager or tactical response, it's mindset, tactics, skill, and gear. Gear's on the bottom of the pyramid. It's the smallest one, and it's the last one you get to. The biggest one on the top is mindset, and it's the biggest for a reason. It's the first one for a reason, because if you've got the right mindset, A, you can avoid a lot of situations. B, you can get yourself out of a lot of situations, and C, you can use, you know, your skill, your tactics, and any kind of gear to prevail, to, you know, get home. That's the goal, is to get home. So anyway, what I'm trying to get at is don't go straight for the cool guy stuff, like the ARs and the night vision and all that stuff, and then skip the EDC. You know, if you're not even carrying your gun on you all the time, if I see you at the store and you don't have your gun, oh, where's your gun? Oh, it's in the truck. Or, you know, you're going to work, oh, it's in the truck, or it's at home, or I'm just running down to the gas station, I didn't want to carry it. If you're that kind of guy, you know, we don't even need to be talking about scopes and nods and plate carriers and all that crap, because this is the foundation. This is where it all starts. You know, you could be at work, you've got this thing. You can't carry this at work. Not very many places, you know, you're just going to walk in with this and it'd be cool. If you work at a gun store, that's not the only place. But you can conceal this. You can take this pretty much anywhere. You know, to the store, to Walmart, to the gas station, in your car, in your truck, in your house, in your yard, to the neighbor's house. Nobody even knows, but you're ready for a lot of different things with this. Whatever scenario you think is going to play out anyway, it's kind of hard to determine, but I can almost guarantee you that this is going to be more valuable than this, because you're going to use this way more. Not use as in shoot, but you're going to take it with you way more. You can, like I said, conceal this, not draw attention to yourself. Not very many times are you going to be able to have this, you know, on you without drawing negative attention to yourself. Sometimes you might want to draw attention. You know, if you got to show somebody, you know, tell somebody what's up without showing them what's up, if you know what I mean. Your handgun and the skills you possess and are able to use with your handgun are way more important than all of the, you know, military grade whatever gear. Over the past year or so, I've gotten kind of laxed on my EDC. I've started carrying this M&P Shield more. It's a single stack 9mm. It's small, it's thin, fits great in like shorts, especially if it's like summertime. And one thing you want to look out for when carrying something that small is you're going to get complacent. You're going to get almost too comfortable carrying it because it's not really much of a burden. You can carry it with anything. Like I said, shorts, you can carry it with like a smaller fitting t-shirt, like summertime. You know, this is kind of like a winter shirt. It's a little bit bigger. It looks better with pants, whatever. We wear smaller, less amount of clothes in summertime, and that M&P Shield fits great for that. But like I said, the problem is I get too comfortable carrying that. And, you know, this has got seven rounds standard, 8 rounds if you use the factory extension. It's thin. It's got excess big dots, which is great for like 0 to 10 yards. You know, something real quick, just boom, there it is, you can shoot. But the problem comes in, you know, what if you need more than 8 rounds? Or what if, you know, this is kind of the smallest gun you'd want to fight with. It is kind of thin grip. It's really short. I have to put the 8 round on there just so I can, you know, get an actual grip on it. And if I have to take a shot at distance 25 yards or so, or, you know, heaven forbid I have to shoot 2 people, this isn't really the gun that I'm going to want to be holding on to or using if that happens. So my plan for this year, what I've started at the end of last year, and what I'm going to carry into this year, is carrying my Glock 19 with this Holosun 407 on top. This is pretty much, they say it's compact, but it's double stacked, pretty much full size frame, you know, for all intents and purposes. It's MOS, so it's got a dot. The advantage to this is 15 rounds, you know, no modification, no extra grip, 15 rounds. I can get a full grip on it. I can get 2 hands on it. It's got a red dot, so, you know, I've got precise aiming out to 25, 50 yards. I can hit small steel targets with this, slow pace, of course, but I can hit them out to 50 yards standing with a red dot on a pistol. I can do it with irons. It's not near as consistent, especially not that Shield with those big dots. Maybe like a 2 or 3 out of 10 I'm going to hit at 50. This one is like 2 or 3 out of 10 I'm going to miss at 50. So this gun is a good bit bigger. It fills my hand more. I can get, you know, like I said, 2 hands on it. I've got more ammo. I'm just more capable with this gun, and I feel more confident carrying this one than I do with the Shield. And, you know, the Shield is great for appendix and all that stuff, but, you know, you can't mount a light on it. You can't put a, I'm not really a big fan of lasers. I guess you could put a laser on. That's about the only thing you could put on it. You can put a red dot on there, but I'd have to like modify it and stuff like that. It'd be a small one, but, you know, I just like the feel and the comfort this thing gives me way more than that M&P Shield. Another thing I'm going to step up this year is my flashlight game. I got used to carrying this little guy. This is a Streamlight MicroStream USB. It's a great flashlight. It's USB rechargeable. You know, it's got decent brightness, but, you know, look how small it is in my hand. You know, it's like can barely fit on there. It doesn't have a lanyard loop on it. You know, it's a great kind of admin flashlight, or, you know, something like that. Pull it out, you can it's got this backwards clip, so you can clip it on your hat, kind of a headlamp. Awesome little light, but it doesn't compare. Nobody saw that. It doesn't compare to this Streamlight. This is the Streamlight ProTac 2LX. It's a full-size flashlight. It's got CR123 batteries, way more lumens. I can't remember how many lumens this got. But it's got a deep pocket clip. The clip goes all the way up to the top. It's got a lanyard loop, which I like to put a piece of shock cord in there so you can wrap it. And then, you know, you've got hands free if you need to do something. Anyway, full-size light. You can, you know, strike with it, whatever. Way more lumens, better grip. The only problem is, look how much bigger they are, or this is, than this one. How much deeper it sits in the pocket, how much fatter it is. And you know, when you're trying to carry something on, like nothing on our body is straight hardly, except like long axis, like maybe you can carry it like that on your arm. That'd be, you know, but we don't do that. We carry it around our waist. Our waists are curved. No matter what shape you are, it's not going to be perfectly flat. And our waist bends two different ways. So we're trying to put this, you know, straight object hidden on a bendy, curvy waist. And the longer it is and the fatter it is, the harder it is to do that. What ends up happening a lot of times with lights like this is you get like a worn out spot in the bottom of your pocket, because when you sit down, it's like wanting to poke out the bottom of your pocket. So just something to look out for. I actually burned a hole in my pocket with one of these lights. It might have been this one, this Phoenix. It got cut on in my pocket. It had like some nylon shorts on. They're like khaki shorts, but kind of synthetic. And it stayed on, and it got so hot, it like melted a little hole where the end of the bezel was. So one more thing to look out for. Anyway, this is what I was coming from. This Streamlight Micro Stream. Got super comfortable with it. I carried this one for a long time, the ProTac 2 AAA. You can see it's kind of worn out a lot on the end there. But this is a great one. It's not a lot of lumens. It's like 80 or 100, something like that. You do get a little bit better grip with it because it's longer. This takes 2 AAA batteries. It's in the name, 2 AAA. But anyway, this is a good light also. It's multifunction, all that stuff. It's long. It's skinny. It can fit like in a, that's what she said. It can fit in like a pocket on the side of your pants, in a back pocket, like side pocket, whatever. It fits great next to your phone. That's probably where most of this wear came from. I had it in my pocket. That's where I used to carry it, with my cell phone sitting beside it. So anyway, this one fits in a lot of pockets, but it's only like 80 lumens. If you've got to light something up in your like general vicinity, it's great. If you want to look for something, you know, I would use it at the like the movie theater. You know, my wife drops her phone, or you know, drops something. I got to dig under her seat and look. You know, this little flashlight's perfect for that. But if you're trying to like light up a room or an alley or just a dark spot to make like positively identify somebody, this is not really the one you're going to want to go for. You're going to want to go with the Streamlight or this Phoenix PD32. This one's got like 1,000 lumens or something. It's crazy bright, and it's got the Theorem switchback on the back, so you can, you know, do the cool guy stuff with it. Go hands free, flip it, so you can, you know, go like this. You can search, and then if you need to shoot, you can flip it and go kind of under. You got to practice with it, but see, you can just put pressure on it, and it pushes off that finger right there and activates the light. Anyway, these two lights, they're a lot similar, very similar in size. I think the reason I got this one is because it could take the switchback. This one, I don't think it could. But anyway, they're about the same. This one doesn't sit as far in the pocket. Like, this is where the belt clip would be. So you've got less in the bottom of your pocket wearing it out, but you've got more sticking out that you have to deal with. So it's a trade-off, really. But anyway, if you're going to want to like either even blind somebody, you know, shine it in the face, kind of disorient them, you know, 80 or 100 lumens is not really what you're going to want to do that with. You're going to want like 1,000, 800, whatever that one's got. And we can talk about knives for a second. This is just an old like Gerber, I don't know, it's loose right now. It's like one of those auto whatevers. My wife, she was my girlfriend at the time, like 20 years ago. She bought this for me for my birthday. It was like the first gift that she ever got me. And it was an awesome knife at the time. It's still a pretty good knife. So this got a lot of sentimental value, and it's small. It fits, carries deep in the pocket, and it carries tip up like God intended pocket knives to be carried. And you know, it's got serrations, which I'm not too crazy about, but you know, it's got a good tip. I keep it sharp, and it's thin, and it goes in the pocket very well. I've got a dump truck going by. My main squeeze on pocket knives is my Spyderco Paramilitary 2. That's my favorite one, but I don't have it with me right now. somebody's sharpening it for me. I've got a couple other knives that I kind of rotate between, but they're all pretty much the same. They all kind of deep pocket carry with tip up, and pocket knives. Which leads me to kind of the next topic. If you are going somewhere and you just absolutely cannot take a gun, maybe it's too hard to conceal, it's too much of a, maybe not really a liability, but it's too much of a concern, like getting caught or whatever with it, you can take something like this. This is a cold steel, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called, but I might say it on here. Best Pal. Basically like a little push dagger type knife, double-edged, single point, goes in between the fingers. You can put it in your hand like this. You can really, like, punch out, go to work. But you can really do some damage on somebody with this. And it's small. It can fit on your belt. There we go. I've got this little clip on here. It kind of just goes on my belt, and then when I go to pull it out, it catches on a belt loop, and there it is. I like to take this, places that I can't really get a handgun into, whether it's wardrobe dependent or just the repercussions of, somebody seeing or noticing that you have it, whatever. You can take something like this. It's better than nothing. It's better than just trying to use your fist. They also make these in plastic. It's like I don't even want to say what kind of plastic because I can't remember. But they make these like push dagger, Cold Steel does, these kind of knives in plastic, which is, undetectable, if you know what I mean. They're not really great for like fighting like a war with, but they'll get you out of a sticky situation, and you can throw it away and buy a new one after that, whatever. Since we're talking about EDCs, one important thing about EDC is a spare mag. This is what I used to carry when I carried a spare mag with my shield. This would be appendix, kind of offset here, and this one would ride not close to it, but kind of off like that. I have it at an angle, kind of a steep angle like this, because I like to carry it in this hip crease right here. It just sits real nice right there, and then that goes over the belt, and you can bend your leg and all that stuff, and it just follows kind of the contour of your groin, your hip crease. There's another 8 rounds for the shield, which gives you 16, 17. You got 8 and 8 if you carry one in the chamber, plus 1, whatever. 16, 17 rounds. This guy right here, this got 15 in it. I can also put a Glock 17 mag in it if I wanted to. Heck, I can carry 19 rounds in it if I got plus 2 on the 17 round. So basically carrying this by itself, I'm getting pretty much the same amount of rounds as I do with the shield and an extra mag. And then if I carry the extra mag with the 19, which this is in an NSR appendix inside the waistband, tuckable, whatever, mag carrier, I've got 15, 17, even 19 extra rounds right here. And I carry it the same way right there in the hip crease. It works great. It's kind of like a system I got going. No matter what gun I'm carrying, I got the same kind of setup, same system, whatever. And like I said, EDC and all that stuff, mindset's the biggest thing. So your gear is at the bottom. Other things you need to work on: skill, tactics. Can you run 100 yards without dying? Can you run across your house or across a parking lot or a building without absolutely dying? Can you take off on a dead sprint 100 yards? And yeah, you're gonna be breathing hard. I'll be breathing hard too, but can you do that without limping or twisting your ankle or falling over because you're 350 pounds, whatever? Can you carry somebody? Can you drag somebody? If somebody goes down beside you and, can you drag them? Can you carry them? They twist their ankle. You've got a long way to go and they twist their ankle. Can you help them? Can you be any assistance to them? Which leads me into the next thing. Have some skill, some knowledge. If you get hurt, you're going to know what to do with that. Somebody else gets hurt, are you going to know what to do? Are you going to be useful to other people and to yourself. I hate, you know, I'm in my job, I feel like I've got a lot of life skills. I've got some medical knowledge. I've got some hands-on tools and other things. I feel like I've got a pretty broad set of skills, and I can be valuable to myself and to my family most of all. I can, you know, I feel like I can fix things. I can build a lot of things. I can take care of a lot of stuff. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying, look around you and see how beneficial or how useless you're going to be in, you know, just random scenarios. Flat tire. Do you know how to change a flat tire? You know, stuff like that. So to wrap up this big long discussion or rambling session of EDC, let's kind of recap. Let's try to move away from the comfortable guns just because they're comfortable and convenient. And let's try to move up to the capable gun. You know, deal with the inconvenience, deal with the slight discomfort of carrying a bigger gun because you're getting the capability. Because, you know, we don't know if we're going to need to take longer shots. You know, it used to be 3 yards, 7 yards, that kind of thing. One bad guy. Shield's great for that. What if you got 2 bad guys? What if you're, you know, a whole group of people trying to do some dangerous, sketchy crap, and this is all you got? You got to take shots at multiple people from 5 to 25 to maybe 50 yards away. I'm going to feel way more comfortable doing it with this than with the shield. And another thing, make yourself stronger, make yourself more useful, get in shape, go to the gym, you know, do some push-ups, some pull-ups, sit-ups, ride your bike around the yard. Heck, get a bike, ride it up and down the neighborhood. Just get some cardio, get some strength, get that little bit of a foundation just so you can be more useful to yourself and to your family. And with that being said, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking in for so long with this video, and we'll see y'all next time.